Welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Singy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod on the mound, Shota Imanaga. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Foul ball there. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Luis Arias, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
There's a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Ball 2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it lands in the basket. A home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Jackson Merrill in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Shota, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Misses his zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated.
Fires over to first. And that'll do it. Manny Machado with the blast for the Padres. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. And we're back. And on the hill today, Nick Pivetta.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Pivetta certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
And that one fouled off. That missed by a lot. 1-1.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-1.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Man at first, Dansby Swanson. The next Cub to hit. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning. Well,
trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Second inning set to go. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Shota back to work. Inside, just missed. Cronenworth, a 7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a 2-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. That's a base hit and a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Cronenworth gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
The shortstop takes the ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware? Over to Swanson. He turns it. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Crow Armstrong settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field. And now Dansby Swanson. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll touch them all. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Next to hit, Michael Busch. That one's in there, 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Tied up here in the early going. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next to hit, Pete Crow Armstrong. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one way inside. And it is 2-1. 1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one fouled off. 2-2. That one ripped. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-1.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Kelly launched a homer in his most recent game. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Throws to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jason Hayward.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And misses inside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And that is in for a strike. 2-1 now.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 down, base is empty. And that misses. And that's ball 2. And that is out of play. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He goes down looking.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. That's outside. 1-0. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Padres go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 1.
1-1.
Hit hard, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
In half up to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Shaw gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is downstairs. There's a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Seiya Suzuki, the next come to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. Third home run of the season. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the last half of the third. And that's a little high.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside. Upstairs. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Dansby Swanson stands in. He's already homered here in this one. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Runner at first with no outs here. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. A little bit low.
That's the ball.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So here's Horner now. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Pop foul out of play off to the right. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now back, first baseman, Michael.
So a man aboard. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Check on the runner. Tucker dives back in. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a strike.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Now back, third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. Machado, a former All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. And Manny gets a piece. The Padres down by 4, top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one in the air center field. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the center field,
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, grounded out to short in his first trip. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Padres down in order. They're down 5-1. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Omar Cruz on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Alec Jacob, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Matsui, the lefty, warming up as well. That one missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And he hits a ground ball right side. Cronenworth on to first, and now 2 gone.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Off the mark there, and it's 1-2. And a pitch.
Ball 2.
The other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 5-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Shota back to work. Right side. Tucker. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ball 1 to Bogarts. The Cubs leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ripped into left center, base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
All over that one right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Sheets batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. There's the strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something.
Glove flip for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Padres 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball is outside.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And another ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ digs in now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Swing and a ground ball. Nice stop. The feed for
Got him,
one.
that's an out.
To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one not close. 2-2. And that's too high.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Suzuki off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jason Hayward. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Zips it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Chop to the left side. Swanson to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Padres 1. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Bullpen action for the Padres. Alec Jacob appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Matsui also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses. 2-2. Hit in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Grounded to third. Could be 2. On to Cronenworth. On to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 down, bases empty. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Popped in the air, left field. Hayward snags it. That is the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that's in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Here's a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Happ fires it in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece. No outs. Runner on second. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes in to score from second. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jackson, manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. On the mound now, Julian Merriweather. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Fastball for a strike. Merriweather, a 6'4" righty, 33 years old, and he was a 5th round pick. back in 2014. And that's down and away.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
He was all over that one. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
So digging in, Gavin Sheets. Splits the plate. Strike 1. 2 on, 2 outs. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And the count 1-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Into the corner, but foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Misses off the plate. And the count now even up. Machado on second. Cronenworth at first. 2 out of the inning. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in. Around third. The run scores all the way from first, and they trail by 1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's Jason Hayward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Here comes the new arm for the Cubs, Porter Hodge.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Run comes in from second. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here's Elias Diaz. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. 2 down, go ahead run and scoring position. Swing and a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a count 1-2. Man at second. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But a huge 4-run inning has knotted this one up. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We're all tied up 5-5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jeremiah Estrada
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And the batter now, Carson Kelly.
0-1's the count.
All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And now it's even up. Caught him looking for the K. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That's to third, handled by Machado. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. We're all tied up 5-5. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now here is Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-1's the count.
So 2 strikes on Tatis. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Luis Ariz stands in. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Now Machado up here. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
One ball, one strike. Ball, that's out.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Lockridge on at second with 2 down. That misses. 3-1 now.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Ryan Brazier. There's your strike. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And ball 1. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. To the right side. Takes it himself. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason Adam. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Now into the ball game on defense, Yuli Gurriel. He takes over as the new first baseman. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Just missed. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Seiya Suzuki in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. Hayward snags it on the run.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Hard hit left side. In time to Gurriel. That's it out.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first, and Tucker is retired. That ends the frame. So they make short work of him there. Ninth inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And fouled off. The 0-2. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got
him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And here is Jason Hayward. Check swing, called strike. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next, it's on the ground to third. In time to Bush, and that is that. So a missed opportunity after the leadoff double as they strand the runner. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. So bottom of the 9th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Dansby Swanson. Adam back to work. That's in there, and that's strike one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Robert Suarez, the closer, is getting loose. Matsui warming up as well.
Ball, that's out.
Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time. One out, bottom of the 9th.
Now batting.
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one missed.
2-0.
All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
One down, base is empty. That one well upstairs. And it's a full count. Michael Busch in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive. He hauls it in. 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that is out of play. Trying to send this to extra innings.
Ball, that's inside.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it stays fair. Headed for the plate. The relay. Tag. Got him. They cut down the winning run, and we will play on.
Oh, man, so close to a walk-off win. You could hear the anticipation from the crowd, but a clutch defensive execution on the throw to the plate and a great tag by the catcher to cut down the winning run. Free baseball. Let's go.
We're back, and a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Caleb Thielbar.
Number 24.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Ripped on a line. Out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 7-5. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in extra innings. Inside. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that'll get down for a hit.
the third base.
Manny Machado up to the plate. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
He swings and fouls one off. Gurriel on at first, nobody out. And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Inside, just missed. Inside, just missed. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. And here in extra innings. Oh, great stop. Jump throw to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Jackson Merrill will hit next. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Nate Pearson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that drops in for a strike. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Gurriel around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. I saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Cronenworth stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here in the top half of the 10th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward, and that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Oh, right to the backstop. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
Kind of a dagger right there with the insurance run scoring on the wild pitch. And at this stage in the game, you're just out there trying to keep it close and give your guys a chance to make a comeback. But that right there isn't going to help morale.
That's in there. Runner at second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That ball's carrying. Out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add to the lead. It's 12-5.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Pearson, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Out to short. Swanson sends it to first, and the inning is over. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Padres 12 and the Cubs 5. Back here at the friendly confines. We're in extras here. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Fastball for a strike. And that one sliced foul. And that one is downstairs. Going to count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Shaw now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Crow Armstrong, the runner at second with one away. This one popped up. Cronenworth puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the last half of the 10th. That one ripped. And no one can get there. The run comes in from second. It's 12-6.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back. This could end it. That's inside.
Ball 1.
And the sweeper misses. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And a final score of 12-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.